Listen, it's a fact that it's very difficult to get funding for your startup. Millions of people want to start their own business. They want to claim their freedom. They want to build a 6, 7, sometimes 8-figure business. But what's stopping them most of the time is the lack of capital, lack of credit. So today we're going to talk about 3 ways that you can get startup funding. And I'm going to talk to you about how I will give away $500 and how you could be the one getting that. So if that's of interest to you, stay tuned and let's get started. All right, so here's how this will work out. So 3 ways you can get funding for your startup. When you think of a startup, I'm not necessarily talking about a Silicon Valley startup. Let's say you want to have your own idea of your real estate business or your Amazon business, or just like what we do here, you want to become a business loan broker, you want to get involved with some kind of business system that you partner up with somebody else. You need capital. And, you need capital. People usually go to their friends and family or they go to their local branch, local bank, hoping that they can get some kind of startup funding. It does not exist, right? If you have a nice family and friends, they can loan you money. But when you walk into traditional banks, they don't really have like a startup program unless you want to get some kind of collateralized loan, right? So we're going to solve that problem today. I'm going to give you massive amounts of resources where you can get funding for your startup. We're going to split it in 3 major categories. One is startup grants. Grants meaning free money, either a local government or a state government or a federal government or nonprofits or private companies. They give away money to promote business growth, to promote commerce, to promote people to claim their own identity through a business, whether you're a minority or not, right? So then they want to promote that. So different entities, associations, and organizations give away money. That's called grant. But it's a pain in the butt to find out what grant is offered to what type of people or what qualifications there is and when they expire and all that stuff. So I have created a little guide that has all of these 3 categories. You're going to find it below this video. That's the first one. We're going to talk about a bunch of different grants specifically designed for startups. Number 2, we're going to talk about personal credit cards. Whether you have very good personal credit, about 50% of the Americans have good credit, meaning 750 and above. So I'm going to suggest you apply for a few credit cards that give you 0% interest rate for up to 21 months. 0% interest rate. So all you have to do is find a business that's going to make more than 0%. So you can not only make more money, but you can also pay back what you owe to these credit cards when you get qualified for them. Well, the question is, what if I have bad credit? That's okay. We have another guide for you to find specific credit cards if you have less than ideal credit, personal credit. That's number 2. Number 3, we're going to talk about building business credit, which is my favorite topic, right? Because you can build business credit that doesn't require you to put down your social security number, that doesn't require you to provide a personal guarantee. So in case of a default, they can't come after your personal assets. And also you get qualified for a lot larger amounts, right? Many businesses that you see out there, they're leveraging business credit. And in my previous videos, you usually see me traveling all over the world. That happens because of the business credit, right? I travel about a dozen times a year with my family, and that happens because of the business and the business credit. So we're going to talk about those 3 options, and we're going to talk about how you can qualify for my $500 giveaway. So let's talk about the grants. I thought about going through a bunch of startup grants, sharing my screen, but I noticed that it takes a lot of time for me to go through that. So below this video, there's going to be a link that brings you to a website, one of our websites, right? So you can go through and choose the grant that you want to apply for. It's just all in one place. One of them will be for Black business owners, for minorities. Another one will be for Black women business owners. Another one will be for those who are impacted because of what's been happening for the past 2 years. And if you're in the restaurant industry, you can actually claim some grants to help you get on your feet, right? So it's going to be another grant. We have 2 more grants that are specifically for startups in different industries. And all you have to do is apply. Doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to get the grant, but if you don't, go after it, you will not gain anything. You will not win. So you have to take action and see if there's a fit for you to get access to these grants. And they range from anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000. it's a massive opportunity. I want to see everyone apply. If you have a business idea and you know that the thing that's stopping you is pretty much the finances, and you think that it's a helpless situation, it's really not the case, right? I mean, there's no lack of resources as long as you're resourceful. And this video is for that reason. So number one is grants. Again, number two, credit cards. So people have, negative associations towards personal credit cards because of Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman, because they believe in the idea of not having any debt. But there's a good debt and bad debt, right? If you're applying for credit cards and going to a shopping spree and spending all of that, obviously that's not going to generate income. It's not income generating asset. But if you're building your business, I think the biggest advice that I can ever give you is that you have to own your own business. It gives you so much freedom when you have a truly advantageous business that supports you, because you'll never have that opportunity when you work for somebody else. That's why you have to understand and acknowledge the power of good debt, right? Do not apply for these credit cards if your idea is to go buy next PlayStation or Ray-Ban sunglasses or Louis Vuitton bags, or use it for a vacation. Use it for something that's going to create income, because a lot of times you're going to get access to a 0% interest credit card that's going to give you like 18 to 21 months that you have that's just free money pretty much, that you have time to pay it back as long as you do it on time. The only way you're going to have money to pay it back is if you create value through a business, right? So if you do that, then you're going to, even if you're making 2-3% profit, you have enough to pay and you made 2%. So it's going to give you a head start in life pretty much, and in business. It's so valuable. Let's say your credit is not in the ideal situation. It's okay. There are still credit cards that you can apply. They're going to come with a little higher interest, but sometimes you got to take risks to just prime that engine so you can get it going. It can generate income. Like within our community, we have people who generate $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 within sometimes 90 days, sometimes 120 days, sometimes 30 days, right? So there are a lot of business opportunities. So I had a video that I talk in detail about a bunch of other grants. I'm going to put it up there, right? So, and same thing with the credit cards. I had talked about how to apply for credit cards in another video. I'm going to put the link up there, but all of the documentation will be below this video. Number three is building business credit. So let's define what business credit is. And I recently did a video on how to set the foundation on building business credit, because business credit is not about applying to a bunch of credit cards, right? So I'm going to put the link to that video above this video so you can check that out. So when you start building business credit, the credit is built under your business, your LLC, not under US FICO. And you might say, well, what's up with that? And why do I care about that? You do care about that because when you apply for a personal credit card, they do a hard pull or sometimes a soft pull on your personal credit, right? And you get, even if you get approved, you get approved to smaller amounts, and you're personally guaranteeing that you're going to pay it back. And you're putting your social security number under that when you apply. With business credit, for most of the business credit cards, you get approved to larger amounts, right? And when you do get approved, sometimes you don't even have to sign a personal guarantee. So it's not under your name, it's under an entity's name. And it gives you a lot of leverage. And you can even use business credit to put your personal expenses under the business. So you build business credit. So that means you get access to higher limits on their business credit. You give yourself a lot of leverage for different tax credits. You accumulate free points so you can just go to any place that you want over time when your business is generating value. So I put a couple of options in that document below for you to check out so you can start applying for business credit cards, right? And this is great whether you have no business right now or if you have an existing business. I want you to understand it. So let's talk about the thing that you're probably waiting for, the $500 giveaway. The first thing is, why am I giving away money, right? Because what happens, what I usually notice, people passively consume content on YouTube. They find a great video. One of our videos got watched like 10,000 times and people liked it, loved it. I just don't know how many people took action, right? And it bothers me. So I don't want to just create content to get people liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. That's awesome. If you haven't done that, please do that. Please like this video if you like this content. And also subscribe and comment below. But what matters more to me is I want to make more impact in this world. And the way that will happen is if people take action. I really want to see more entrepreneurs, more business people taking control of their financial future, right? So you have control over your time, your location, and your finances. You have freedom in all three areas. And that will only be possible if you start your own business, right? Decide on starting your own business and take action. So I want to reward people who take action. So here is the contest rules. The first thing is this contest has nothing to do with YouTube. We're not associated with YouTube. So I have to make some disclaimers, obviously. The second thing is it's going to be a fair game. So we're going to randomly choose people. The third thing is I'm going to give away a total of $500. We'll test it out. So it's going to be $50 for 10 people, right? And I want to test it out. I know $50 is not going to make a huge difference for you. It's not going to make you rich overnight, but I want to have as much involvement as possible from different people. And over time, if I see that this is working out great, I can increase the amount. It's not a problem, because again, I want to see more people succeed. The way you claim your award and you qualify to win is I want you to go to the site below this video and check out the options. You're going to see grants. You're going to see credit cards that you can apply with a good personal credit or not so good personal credit. You're going to see options for business credit. I want you to take one action, either apply for a grant, apply for a personal credit card, or apply for a business credit card, whatever you do, take action and comment below this video that you did, right? And on the page, you're going to see an option for you to email us with a copy of, I guess, a confirmation that you did apply. And we're going to choose 10 people and send them. And you never know, we might offer more capital towards this. You'll be surprised. I like surprising people a lot. So those are the contest rules. Check the link below this video, apply to either one or multiple one of them, because that tells me that's the biggest reward I can get from you guys, that you actually take action because you're taking small micro commitment towards that. And I want to reward that. So it's kind of symbolic, obviously. So you might say it's only $50, doesn't really matter. Again, over time, we'll increase that amount. And I have a lot of other plans that would support you guys, but it's a two-way street, right? I don't want people to just passively listen to this and like this and move on to some other video. I want them to just think about the things that could happen if you just take action, right? Your life can change really, really fast. I'm talking about in months versus a decade of working for somebody else. So those are the contest rules. Check out the link for the document below, apply for something, and one of the options there. And again, we're not associated with them, so we're not getting any credit from any one of them. This is strictly for you to benefit from this. And comment below this video and letting me know that you did, and we'll choose 10 people and send you your money, and we'll announce it in the next 2 weeks. So the contest will be over in 2 weeks. So we have to put a time frame to it. So this can't go on forever. All right, so if you like this video, comment below and like it, and I look forward to announcing the winners to this contest. See you on the next video. Take care now.